Hello, my gorgeous makeup loving friends. It's towards the end of the month now, as I'm filming this, and I will probably try and put it up tomorrow. So, FYI, this look has been filmed. If you like it, I will be putting it together as a video. Fingers crossed. We are talking about Project Pan and the general progress, or not, that I am making on this. I have quite a few products in this, and quite a few things that I don't have in it. I don't have any eyeshadow palettes in it, partly because I would get bored of that. I don't want to use the same eyeshadow palette every day. Sorry, that's just how I am. I don't have any lip products in there. Again, that's how I am. I find that really dull. I would die if I had to use the same lip and eye palettes or products day in, day out. That's just me. So I've kind of taken the Team Project Pan, but kind of done my own sort of thing with it. So I guess we'll just start as I do my face. First thing that I use is I conceal my eyes to prep it for shadow. I have been using the Benefit Some Kind of Gorgeous in the shade medium. It's far too dark for me, hence me using it as like an eye primer. It's done. It's done, it's done, it's done. There is probably like maybe one more use out of it, but I'm like, ugh, no, you're gone, you're gone. So that is taken out of the mix. I am sure yet what I'm going to replace it with. Probably another like concealer. There's a NYX concealer that I have that I think I might put into it. It's like a little NYX wand. So I think I'm going to put that in. So yeah, that's the next bit. Next thing is mascara. I had been using this Soap and Glory Thick and Fast mascara. That is also gone. Yay me! So I have replaced that in my Project Pan with the Benefit Roller Lash. Really enjoying it. I think it's quite nice. I found, you see, towards the end this is getting really clumpy and kind of like, yeah. It wasn't fantastic. Next thing I had was, of course, primer that I have to put on. I have been using this. It's like a little mini sample, but that is all gone now. It's completely used up. There's nothing left. All gone, all gone. So instead I have replaced it with another little mini sample because I do actually genuinely quite like this. I don't know if primers necessarily work, but I have quite a few of them, and screw it, I'm going to use them. It is what it is. Next things, foundation. I also have been using like the color corrector, not quite so much, but you can see it is towards its end, at the end of its life. Like there's not a huge amount, maybe 2 uses left out of that. I haven't had to use it that much though, because my skin has been fairly okay. So next up is foundation. I have the Hourglass Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation in the shade Alabaster. I had gotten to the point today where it wouldn't kind of pump up anymore, so I had to screw off the lid and kind of use the foundation-y pump to, it's all very technical language, I know, to kind of twirl around or stir the foundation so I could get the last couple of bits. So I would say I have a few more uses out of that. I know it's weird for me to use expensive foundation during lockdown, but self-care. I do what I want. I then, excuse me, I'm trying to make myself semi-comfortable. I then use this contour, well, I use it as a contour stick. It is, of course, a foundation stick. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. I use it in the shade Mink. If you look at how much this is rolled down to the very end, you can see there's about an inch-ish gone, and this is how much I have left of the stick. So I'm doing okay on that. Like, you know, I'm not unhappy with my progress on that. I also have my NARS concealer, which I'm still obviously using. You can see some amount of progress where I'm starting to get in on the sides there, but nothing huge. This will last me for quite some time because I mostly just do my under eyes. Like, that's that's as much as I really use for that. I started using 2 different brow products. I kind of forget to use this. Honest God, I have very thick brows. I don't have to do an awful lot with it. So I've been using the Ready Set Brow sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes I forget. And I've been using this. It is the Ka-Brow in the shade 5, just to kind of put some colour back into my brows after I've put on foundation. Look, I'm sure that's not the way you're meant to do it, but it's the way that I do it, so soz. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. I have a number of highlighters here because I have absolute notions about what it is that I'm going to do. I have the Benefit What's Up highlight, and when you roll this down to the very, very end, again, you see there's a fair amount of usage there, but there's still a lot of product that is left. What I have taken to doing with this is I put it on my cheeks just before I put on my foundation, so that it kind of mixes with the foundation to give the foundation a little bit of a glow, and I quite like it. I have been doing that with all the rest of my, well, not all the rest, but some of the rest of my kind of creamy foundations as well, because I've been using it with this one, Fire, because this is quite a dark highlight for me. It's a ColourPop one, but again, I have hit pan, so again I have been putting it onto my cheeks and like nose, etc., and it blends in with the foundation to give a little bit of a glow. I have this ColourPop, which is in the shade On the Cusp, which is far more appropriate for my skin tone. It's much more pale. As you can see, there's a good amount of pan there. Not a huge amount of progress though from last month, but I am trying. It is difficult. I don't have much of Benefit High Beam left. Like if I were to open it now, yeah, there's very little of it left. So I'm just kind of trying to, out of sheer stubbornness, I'm like, I paid money for this and I want to get as much use out of it as possible, but I'd say there's maybe 2 or 3 uses left out of this. Like it's near the end. It's very, very near the end. Like there's nothing much that's still in there that is usable. I have my Laura Mercier setting powder. Again, it's so hard to tell where I am in terms of using this. I use a little bit every day for just under the under eyes for once I've done my concealer to bake it, which I know we're not meant to do, Robert Welch, but don't you come at me. It works fine for me. I'm joking, but you know, I don't like it when people tell other people what to do. Just how I am. I've made some progress on it, I assume, but it's very difficult to tell with the way that the packaging is. You can kind of see there that there's a little bit of a dent, but again, with the packaging, it's just really, really difficult to kind of know where we are with it. I have my dual-ended eyeliner. You can see it's an Urban Decay pencil, or at least it was. There isn't much of the black side left. I've made a good amount of progress on that. And there's not a huge amount, well, there's much more left on the brown side because I don't really tend to reach for that quite as much, but I'm pretty happy with the progress on that. I have a number of blushes, so I have 2 cream blushes. So one is ColourPop's Super Shock Cheek in the shade Drop of a Hat. Again, slow enough progress, but definitely I am in the process of panning that. And I also have Prenup, which I have on today. I really like it. It's pretty. It's a little bit more matte than the other one. And I have the Unidentified blush. That's just what I'm going to call it. I'm pretty sure it's like from Collection 2000 or something. It's old. It is old. I remember getting this when I was an undergrad. I was an undergrad back in 2008 to 2011. Don't judge me. We've all been there. And it's totally fine. Like I have it on my face right now. And I have this translucent powder by Number 7. I've been using it. You can kind of see there's a certain amount of, I don't know if you can actually, but I can see it in person, and you know me, I'm very truthful. You can see that there's a certain amount of use. And then after that, there's only one more thing that I can see or I can think of, and that is setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and it's gone. It's gone. So that is also panned, and I am replacing it with the NYX Dewy Finish. So That's pretty darn full. That'll last me for quite some time. So that is all of the stuff that I have in my project pan for this month. So in general recap, I have gotten rid of 4 items. I have panned 4 items. How are you guys getting on with using your makeup? Are you trying to project pan? Are you trying to use up what you have? Do please let me know. Please like and comment and subscribe. It's very nice for me to see what you guys think. Find me on social media. I'm out there just twirling around in the ether. Just not really doing a lot because that's life. Please do share because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, wrap it up. You gross. But that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.